It's time for this week's First Utah Business Spotlight.
Hey, hello, this is Mark Hunter with Bart Jackson of B. Jackson Construction. We're here to learn a little bit more about his company and what they do. So Bart, maybe tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, we're a multifaceted construction company that performs work with Questar Gas, Rocky Mountain Power, most of the major telecommunication companies, as well as our heavy civil division that works for UDOT, YDOT, Idaho Department of Transportation, and most of the major transportation organizations in the Rocky Mountain West.
So do you do a lot of road construction?
We're about 50-50. 50% dry utility, 50% heavy civil construction.
And you mentioned to me off air that you do some work on with the Google Fiber project. I'm curious to know a little bit more about that.
Yeah, as part of our dry utilities division, we're assisting Google Fiber in their build out of Provo City and getting that network up to Google specification as far as concerning splicing, drops, terminations, and speeds.
So how is that going to impact the community of Provo?
Provo is going to be greatly benefited by having Google Fiber with their low introductory rates and their speeds that are offered to the residential subscriber. I think people in Provo are going to see a huge benefit, save a lot of money, and have some great internet service in Provo.
The speeds will be significantly faster than what they're used to. Okay,
yes.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about, as you work for these large general contractors, what sets you apart? You'd mentioned something about single source or being able to offer your services differently than maybe other subcontractors.
Sure. On a lot of the large roadway projects, we're one of the only firms that is pre-qualified with Rocky Mountain Power, Questar Gas, CenturyLink, and most of the major telecom providers. And as a portion of the UDOT projects, you're running into a lot of projects with heavy utility concentrations. And one of our key lines of business is going in and doing the relocations ahead of a lot of the large general contractors.
And what are you relocating then?
Typically, we're relocating the power, gas, phone, and other lines out of the way of the new roadway projects in order to expedite the building of the road.
And are these freeways, highways, just back roads? What?
Freeways, highways. For example, we're currently doing Redwood Road in Bangerter with Wadsworth Brothers, and also looking like we're going to do the Point of the Mountain with the Wadsworth Brothers Staker team as well.
And what is the Point of the Mountain project?
The Point of the Mountain project is a UDOT project that's basically reconfiguring the freeway, adding some lanes and some capacity across the Point of the Mountain here on the south end of Salt Lake City. And also we offer large diameter casing boring, directional boring, and a lot of the miscellaneous services in-house without the use of subs.
Okay. And why is that beneficial?
It helps control budget and schedule. I would say would be the critical path. If you can do it in-house, controlling budget and schedule, it helps a ton and saves the taxpayers money at the same time.
Well, that's always good. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention on that is does that impact the quality control at all, or is that?
Absolutely. I believe that you can control trench pricing, you control quality, and you're viewing it from a single source versus having multiple subcontractors in on a project. A lot less devastating to the public, a lot less time consuming.
Okay, and earlier to me you'd mentioned something about how you recycle. Tell me a little bit more about what your company does there.
We also have a roto milling and rumble strip team. A lot of the roto milling of asphalt gets recycled. For example, a lot of the large pavers will take that back, recycle that product, use it as road base, utilize it back in some lesser mix designs.
Why do you like being a small business owner, or do you?
I really enjoy being a small business owner, and I really like the control of your own destiny. The ability to move into different areas or different lines of business, and you can see that we have moved into several different lines that really excite me. And I enjoy the people, I enjoy the construction industry, and most of all, just the variety of things you get to see in a day.
Are there things that are difficult about being a small business owner?
I think the things that we're seeing are mainly the federal government regulations, the healthcare stipulations, a few of the things that we're seeing coming down the line. I know regulation has become pretty much a full-time job around here in meeting the Buy USA stipulations on a lot of the UDOT projects and federally funded projects, as well as the healthcare thing that we're all going to be facing here shortly.
Well, thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. We appreciate your input.